where you will access health care because our rights come from God, not government. It could be the best practical, moral, and economical choice for you and your family. It was for me. I joined. I'm a member. My children are members. Starting at $107 a month for a single, up to $449 a month for a family. That's mom, dad, and all the kids for $449 per month. That's my cost, and I'm loving it. This is the way healthcare should be. For more information, call 855-58-LIBERTY. That's 855-58-LIBERTY. Or visit lightyourliberty.com. That's lightyourliberty.com. And regain control of your healthcare costs. Together, we're changing healthcare for good.
A trade war between two economic titans will face a critical junction when President Donald Trump meets China's Xi Jinping at a moment when both sides are signaling a desire to de-escalate the year-long conflict, yet unwilling to compromise. The meeting, which will take place on the sidelines of the International Group of 20 Summit in Japan, was the centerpiece of 4 days of diplomacy for Trump, whose re-election chances have been put at risk by the trade war that has hurt both American farmers and battered global markets. The Supreme Court has announced they'll take up the controversial issue of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals known as DACA. John Clemens reports.
The issue is over the administration's attempt to dismantle the program that impacts immigrants called Dreamers who entered the U.S. illegally as children or came with families that overstayed their visas. Mr. Trump ended the DACA program in 2017, prompting several protests, including litigation that involved 3 federal districts that blocked the attempt to dismantle the program. The program remains in effect until at least June of next year.
This is USA Radio News.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go and pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
Elton John has decided to get into the political debate as he called out Russian President Vladimir Putin by saying that liberalism is obsolete and conflicts with the overwhelming majority in many countries continue. In a story published by the Financial Times newspaper, Putin said the liberal idea has become obsolete. It has come into conflict with the interest of the overwhelming majority of the population. Elton John said this in a statement released that disagrees with Putin's view that pursuing policies that embrace multicultural and sexual diversity are obsolete in our societies. Putin also said Russia has no problem with LGBT persons. He said, let everybody be happy in that interview. John called Putin's words hypocritical since a Russian distributor censored LGBTQ-related scenes from Rocket Man, the film based on John's life and career. Wall Street ended a wobbly week with broad gains, closing the books on June with the biggest monthly gain since January. June marked a sharp about-face from May when traders fled to safer holdings because of increased anxiety over trade wars between the United States and China and signs of slowing global economic growth. Despite lingering worries over trade, investors pushed stocks higher for much of the month after the Federal Reserve raised expectations that it's prepared to cut interest rates if needed to keep the economy growing. That drove the benchmark S&P 500 to an all-time high last week, though it has retreated slightly from that mark. Watch and read the stories you're hearing on Facebook.com/USA Radio or on Twitter.com/USA Radio Network.
Rates based on a man age 42 with no tobacco use of any form for 20 years. Policy number 25. Policy underwritten by various life insurance companies. Premium includes a $50 policy fee. Rates and underwriting criteria subject to change at any time. Not available in some states. You've heard those term life insurance ads with their rates read very low, and at the end they have a long disclaimer read extremely fast. Why? Because most people like us will never qualify for those rates. It's just a way to get you to call. Listen, at the Term Lifeline, we'll never quote a low rate hoping you'll call, then try to sell you something else. But we do promise to get you the best rates available on policies of $500,000 or more with professional service. Don't waste your valuable time. Get the real rates you want on term life insurance policies of $500,000 or more from the Term Lifeline. Call now.
800-430-1891, 800-430-1891, 800-430-1891. That's 800-430-1891.
Welcome Welcome to the Garden America Show, the country's most listened to gardening program. This is your chance to join us as we talk about gardening, horticulture, landscaping, in fact, anything that has to do with the world of gardening. The phone lines are open right now at 1-855-424-9825. That's 1-855-424-9825 for your questions and comments. Or John at gardenamerica.com. And if you're watching us on Facebook Live, you can also post your questions and comments right there on our page during the broadcast. Now, here's Bryan Main, John Bagnasco, and Tiger Palafox on the Garden America Radio and Media Network.
It is hour number 2. We have fixed our little video situation, Facebook Live. Tiger, Johnny on the spot with that. Hopefully things will continue. It is hour number 2, and 6 minutes after the hour, Bob Reedmiller sitting in for John Bagnasco today. John back next week. Tiger Palafox, I'm Bryan Main. This is a great hour for questions, comments, no matter what, anything you're thinking about in the industry, gardening, horticulture. Give us a call, 855-424-9825. You can also reach us right here, Facebook Live, and we'll answer your question immediately. Things looking good. Welcome. You made it through the first hour, Bob.
I always make it through the first one. It's the second one that's the tough
I
one,
see.
So.
This is the tough hour. And we decided after the show today, for those listening and watching, that our podcast will be all about orchids. We've got Bob here. Bob, you started off in orchids, right?
Yeah, well, it was a kind of a hobby thing. I was growing staghorn ferns for years and selling them out of the backyard and whatever. And
how does somebody get, I mean, that's to me, is that really mainstream staghorn ferns?
Well, it was back in the 70s.
Yeah, I
when I
guess.
started. And it was, the kid from New Jersey and never seen one before. And then saw one and found out how easy it was to grow them here, especially in Southern California. And before I knew it, I had hundreds of them, and so started selling them. But then I got involved with the orchids through a friend of mine and wound up working part-time for Solana Orchids in Solana Beach, and did that for about 2 years, I guess. And I would just go there on weekends, and sometimes I'd get paid in orchids.
Okay, so help me with my situation.
Mm-hmm.
I love orchids. I've come to really appreciate them in the past couple, 2 or 3 years. I like roses, but orchids are up there.
Yeah.
But the problem is they're not always in bloom. So for a great deal of the year, I'm going to have 3 or 4 green leaves.
Yeah.
But I want something that's, can you buy a couple of 2 or 3 and have them staggered in terms of when they're going to bloom?
Absolutely. Is this going to ruin our podcast if we give all this info now?
You know what? We're kind of getting into it, aren't we? But yeah, suffice to say, that was a good tease.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. Don't go any further.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about orchids.
You want to talk about staghorn ferns?
We can talk. Well, you know what? Why not? Now, staghorn ferns, we're talking about, this is what attaches to like a wall or something.
Yeah.
Top of a door.
They're still one of my loves. I just love them, and I don't have any place to even grow them now. There's still some over at my mom's house, and a couple of my nephews have some. But, yeah, they're so simple to take care of, and they typically grow on trees up in the jungles. And so that's why you always see them mounted.
An epiphyte?
Yes, very good. He's learning after all these years.
Yeah, I mean, it just needs a host.
It just needs somebody to hang on to.
No, I noticed a couple of weeks ago, Tiger and I did a live Facebook broadcast from Mission Hills Nursery, and I saw some staghorn ferns.
Yeah.
I did, right? I mean, I want to make sure I wasn't dreaming.
Surrounded by some staghorn ferns.
We were surrounded.
Yeah, and they make good basket subjects too. If you plant, 2 or 3.
How about a basket case?
It's a basket case. That's why I knew about them. But you put 2 or 3 or 4 around a round basket, and they'll completely become this giant round ball of ferns. And but what's funny? One of the biggest myths. And I used to sell them every year, twice a year at the Carlsbad Fair downtown, which is
this is your own little business?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is like the largest street fair in the country now, I think. It has been for quite a few years. But I would get asked 1,000 times, if not once, is it true you feed them bananas? And oh my God.
Now where did that come from?
Well,
I know in the 60s people were smoking bananas.
Yeah.
Or banana peels.
It's just one of those things that just got skewed, I think.
Urban legend.
Yeah. The back shield fronds collect any detritus that comes down out of the trees.
Okay.
So monkey poop, old leaves,
So
whatever.
that's the nutrients.
That's your fertilizer source. So in essence, anything that falls behind those fronds and composts becomes a food source. Well, somebody, out in the yard with their staghorn ferns, and they're eating a banana, and they go, well, this is going to go in the compost anyway, and they pitch it in behind the fronds. And true, in time it will break down, and it will become some kind of a food source. But I was always I heard they need potassium. Is it true you feed them bananas? And it's like, no, they don't need bananas. They need nitrogen. They're a fern.
Right. Okay.
They don't look like a fern, but they are. And so it was constant battle to get people to stop throwing. I would tell them, you could throw a T-bone steak back there. It'll do just as well. But,
So
it's
funny.
going to take a long time, and it's going to smell bad.
The bone meal. It needs bone meal.
Several years ago, I really got into carnivorous plants.
Uh-huh.
So John brought me a pitcher plant. Not a, what's the?
Venus flytrap.
Yeah, Venus flytrap is the most common. So I got these pitcher plants. So, you feed it little bugs and this and that. And I don't know, one day I found a huge insect or whatever. and I fed it. And the next day or so, the thing died.
Yeah.
And John said, what you did was equivalent of giving somebody an entire turkey and forcing them to
it down their throat.
eat that in 30 minutes, basically. I'm thinking, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Nice, big, juicy insect. And it was anything but.
4-pound tomato worm or something, right?
Yeah.
Jamming it down the
cockroach.
But to this day, those kind of plants fascinate me.
Yeah.
Those carnivorous plants.
They're really interesting. And you know what's really interesting about them, too, is especially like the sundew and the Venus flytraps, they bloom very easily.
Yeah.
And they're really not hard to take care of. People usually kill them with way too much kindness.
Well, my hand's raised right here because that's what I was doing.
Yeah, usually just a sunny window and let them sit in some water, and they're good to go.
So what are they going to be eating though if you're not feeding them?
They get it from their roots also. They get it from their substrate, whatever they're in.
So they don't really need.
No, it's an alternate food source.
Okay.
Yeah, and but they make really nice blooms. They'll come up with a great flower on them, and some of them the pitcher plants have a really bizarre looking flower. They're kind of a flat thing with holes in it.
Now, would you say this is something else that's a trend that comes and goes?
No, that's always there.
Is it always there? Do you sell
You'll
it?
always have kids that want
always
those.
there, yeah. And
I guess it would be great for kids, absolutely, right?
Yeah, they love them. And like you say, they just kill them and then...
They just kill them, yeah.
In Carlsbad now at the local theater, they're doing Seymour.
That movie?
The movie, you mean Little House of Horrors?
Little House of Horrors. Yeah.
Okay.
Or Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors, yeah.
With
Okay.
Audrey, too. They're
yeah.
doing the play there. It sounds like it's really good, so it might be worth going to see.
Interesting.
But that's one of those things that always keeps that going. Anybody hears about it or sees it, and then the kids want one. And they got to have one. And, I had one when I was a kid, and I did the same thing you did, basically, and I killed mine by stuffing the traps full of stuff,
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was a huge fly. It was something. They just couldn't get it down.
Huge fly.
It was just big old horsefly something. I thought this is going to be great. This plant's going to love it.
Those big emerald fig beetles or fruit beetles,
You know what? I still don't like those. I know they're harmless, but you see that big green thing flying around and you can hear it coming?
Yeah.
It's the size of a hummingbird.
I love them. They're like a drunk pilot.
Yeah.
They have they don't know where they're going and they're banging into stuff.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
They're just kind of,
You just watch them and wait to see what they're going to hit next,
Are those the same things we call June bugs?
People call
it's a regional thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Because June bugs in New Jersey are something completely different than what you guys call June bugs.
Exactly.
All right, so let me ask you, Lost Tiger, what are you afraid of?
In the garden?
In the garden. You know what? This would be a good question.
Yeah.
What bothers you, or what makes you feel uncomfortable, or is there any kind of a pest insect that you just like,
that really puts you over the edge?
That I don't want to be near it.
I don't like when a grasshopper grabs you.
I've never been grabbed by a grasshopper.
Yeah,
how does that
when
work?
You get a grasshopper, it has like burrs.
They got little hooks,
and
on their
it
feet.
like hooks.
I've seen the hooks,
and it hooks on you, and I hate that feeling.
And you can't get them off, right?
No, you shake your hand, you do it, and they'll just stay on there.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, again, it's nothing that I'm like deathly afraid of. I'm not gonna run out screaming, but I just don't like that feeling. Mm-hmm. They hook on you.
Yeah,
and it's not like they're gonna bite you. You know,
But
I'm more scared of a bee or a wasp than that.
Well, yeah,
because they
I'm
both
allergic,
hurt.
and
I'm not afraid of bees as long as I know they're European bees.
Yeah,
Because
you know 'em?
we
Like,
have a
you
lot.
know? You know what they are.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
he checks
you
their
ask 'em?
passports.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's that happen?
We have a lot of ground cover. What is it, red apple, whatever
red
it's called?
apple,
Oh, yeah.
And there's bees everywhere. I walk right.
Yeah,
they're
working.
busy.
They're working. They're doing their thing.
I'm not there, but I think I don't know I don't like. I don't like bugs that are huge that can fly.
Yeah,
Because when they can fly, they've got an advantage.
advantage.
unless they're like a drunken pilot.
And if I can see the facial expression on an insect, that's way too big.
That's way too big. Yeah.
And it can fly. I'm out of there.
Mine's snakes.
Oh, I don't mind
No?
snakes at all.
Yeah,
Don't like them.
Don't mind. You like
They
snakes?
always.
I don't mind them.
I don't
They
mind.
always surprise you.
Hey, we're going to take a break and come back. 16 minutes after the hour, crystal clear video on Facebook Live,
What
those that have
surprises
rejoined us.
you?
So do give us a call if you'd like at 855-424-9825. You can also reach us on Facebook Live, I should say. Usually John at gardenamerica.com, but he's not here. John is off. Bob is here. We're going to take a break. Come right back.
This is Joe Lample from Growing a Greener World. With the environment in mind, I recommend Milorganite Organic Nitrogen Fertilizer for all your growing needs. From plants to people, active growth requires energy, nutrients, and a balanced diet. Nutrient-rich Milorganite feeds the soil and plants for up to 3 months. The organic nitrogen is slow release and won't burn plants even during hot, dry weather. Trust the fertilizer, proven effective for 90 years. Milorganite, for better results naturally. Visit Milorganite.com for a garden center near you.
Mosquitoes can transmit deadly diseases including Zika and West Nile virus, but Summit Mosquito Dunks kill mosquitoes before they're old enough to bite. Just float an organic mosquito dunk in ponds, bird baths, rain barrels, and any standing water to kill mosquito larvae for 30 days or longer. Don't worry, mosquito dunks won't harm people, pets, fish, or wildlife. Mosquito dunks are available at fine garden centers, hardware stores, and online retailers. Visit SummitResponsibleSolutions.com.
Do you have a problem hearing the television? Do you need to crank up the volume so loud your family is screaming at you? Then put on your TV ears. TV Ears has helped millions of people just like you hear TV loud and clear without cranking up the volume. For about $60 with a 30-day free trial, you can get your own set of TV Ears. When you wear TV Ears, you can mute the TV volume for private listening or let others watch TV with you. Order in the next 10 minutes and take us up on our 30-day home trial and very special price. TV Ears is a brand hearing professionals have trusted for more than 20 years. And through this special radio offer, you can get your very own for just $60. Just mention promo code RADIO. So put on your TV ears and make everyone happy. 800-984-0964. 800-984-0964. 800-984-0964. That's 800-984-0964.
Do you owe $10,000 or more on at least 2 federal student loans? Then you may qualify for new programs offered by the Department of Education. These programs can reduce your interest, lower your payments, and possibly qualify you for loan forgiveness. If you have $10,000 or more and at least 2 federal student loans and currently not in school, you may qualify for one of these programs. Call now to check your eligibility. Student loan advisors are standing by to help you determine if you qualify for these new programs. They can help you reduce your interest, lower your payment, and even forgive a portion of your student loan debt. Take control of your financial future. Make this free 5-minute free call now to Nationwide Student Loans and learn how you can reduce your student loan debt.
800-439-1588, 800-439-1588, 800-439-1588, 800-439-1588.
Does your water stain and damage your fixtures? Does it smell or taste bad? Are you worried about what's in your water? Water quality should not be painful and worrisome. Get HydroCare water systems from Wave Home Solutions with the most advanced purification technologies. Call Wave Home Solutions today at 1-888-989-WAVE or go to wavewater411.com. HydroCare will eliminate limescale that causes hundreds of dollars in damage to pipes and appliances without using salt. Well water will no longer smell or stain your fixtures. City water will be purified of harmful chlorine, lead, arsenic, and chemicals. Wave Home Solutions provides the cleanest, healthiest water at every faucet. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, call 1-888-989-WAVE, 1-888-989-WAVE, or go to wavewater411.com. That's wavewater411.com.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
Missed an episode of your favorite show? No worries. Catch all the episodes on demand at biztalkradio.com.
Welcome back to the Garden America radio show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
And, of course, John is not here today. Bob Reed-Miller, nice enough to fill in for John, who's in the midst of his move and building the new house. You can reach us at 855-424-9825. Facebook Live, we're back on. Video fixed, looks good. So hopefully you're tuned in. And with that in mind, before the break, we were talking about what scares us, what makes us uncomfortable in the garden, what don't we like. So if you have something that scares you, that you don't like, an insect, a snake, whatever it might be, what is it that either frightens you, scares you, or makes you feel uncomfortable in the garden? And all you have to do is just type it on our Facebook page. Let us know what it is that you don't like. You could say snake. You could say, I don't know, lizards. You could say, I'll tell you what else I don't like that bothers me are the tomato hornworms.
I was just going to tell you. I was just going to tell you a story about that.
Tell me that, because I don't like those. So get on Facebook if you'd like and let us know. Go ahead, Bob.
Friend of mine that I went to high school with in Carlsbad. Her parents lived about a mile away from where we moved into. Her folks were from Georgia and Tennessee. Her dad was in the military, so he was often away someplace, and her mom would be home with just the kids. Well, Mary Lou's in the house one day, and she's hearing this noise out in the backyard, and she can't figure out what it is. And it's this kind of little clicky noise, and it's getting to her, and she's starting to get bothered and whatever, and she goes out in the backyard. They had tomatoes along the whole back fence of the yard was full of hornworms, and you could actually hear their little jaws clicking as they were eating.
There was that many that she was able to hear.
There were so many. She called 911 and got the fire department out there because she had never seen these things before.
And thought that an invasion, right?
Oh, yeah. She was absolutely, totally panicked. And, of course, they
said, "Lady, we
calmed her down and whatever. But, she could actually hear them inside the house. You could hear the...
Okay, so that's a lot. That's a lot of worms.
But they're big. They are big.
Well, once you spot them, there's the initial...
Then you see them everywhere.
Yeah, and then you go, okay, I know what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
But when you look at that is just that's a big piece of protein.
Have you ever
That's
popped
meat.
One? Oh, yeah.
Have I ever popped one?
Yeah.
I've never touched one. so no, I haven't popped one. Yeah. Okay, so...
They feel good when you pick them up.
You don't pick them up, do you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you just pick them off.
What do they feel like?
Like a gummy bear.
Oh.
But not sticky.
No, they're like softer than a gummy bear.
Well, yeah.
All right, so...
A gummy bear in the sun.
What is this pop that you speak of?
Well, when you get a really big one, you worry because as you're picking it off, it's grabbing onto the leaf, right? So you have to force it.
You got to pull it off.
It's a good pull. Yeah.
Pull it. And you're also worried in the action of you pulling it off of the plant, you're going to squeeze too hard and you're going to burst it,
And then all the insides come out.
Yeah, exactly. So if you squeeze them, they'll just burst. And the reason why,
bursting with flavor.
I've seen it is we feed them to the chickens. We find them in the nursery.
Oh, they love them.
They must love them.
We feed one to the chicken. Yeah. Have you ever seen that video of those orca whales playing with that seal and they're just kind of throwing it back and forth?
On the little iceberg.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The chickens are the same thing. They'll grab it and
take a bite and shake
throw it, shake it, and then they run after it and they chase it and grab it and throw it.
Yep. Mine used to do that too.
I can imagine though, for a chicken, it must be like the best meal ever.
It's they
full
love
of
it.
Meat and protein and
everlasting gobstopper.
Right, exactly. Yep. Now, people say, well, where do they come from and how do they get there? It's a metamorphosis, a moth, right?
It's a beautiful moth.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely gorgeous moth. And actually, as far as caterpillars go, it's a really pretty caterpillar.
Yeah.
It is.
If you look at it. But
beautiful green and stripes.
Yeah, the moth comes in and lays its eggs on the tomatoes,
Mm-hmm.
and then before you know it, you got these big green monsters on your tomato plants.
And then for people to remember, I mean, moths are mostly nocturnal. That's why you don't see these things fluttering about your plant, but you see the hornworms after the fact because they came in the evenings and started laying their eggs and all of that stuff. Yeah. So
we got a couple of answers to our question: what bothers you, what scares you, what frightens you in the garden? So Kathy says giant moths that resemble or are as big as hummingbirds.
Those are. There's a hummingbird.
The hummingbird moth. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And then let's see, Patty says rattlesnakes.
That's definitely.
Then we've got somebody else. Carolyn says, yeah, rattlesnakes, don't like it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying just when we were going to break. Snakes are the ones that
I don't
really
mind snakes.
me.
If I know what kind of snake it is, if I know it's not venomous, I'm fine.
That's it. But they always surprise you. You don't see them.
Except a rattlesnake. You know why a rattlesnake rattles?
Well, yeah. He doesn't.
To surprise you.
To say, hey, I'm here, stay away from me.
Yeah.
Don't make me bite you.
Mm-hmm. But I won't hurt any of those snakes except maybe the rattlesnake.
If you have to, and you know what's even worse? Baby rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
Because they release all their venom.
They have no control.
Adult snakes know to go just a little bit of venom. Where the young ones, they just give it all.
They just bite and pump it on.
Yeah.
I think we have a winner, though. Somebody posted raccoons outside my bedroom window eating figs. That would freak me out because a raccoon is like a little person.
Oh,
and
yes.
if you saw them looking back at you in your bedroom, definitely feel threatened.
I have a raccoon story.
And they're not afraid either.
No.
Years ago, moving into a house in Alpine, which for those of you not living in San Diego, it's back east. It's up toward the mountains. So we're moving in. It's 2 a.m. We're still moving. I look out the sliding glass door. There's a mother raccoon with 5 baby raccoons, and they're sitting there staring at us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, this is kind of cool. I'm a kid from the beach. I'm going to go see what this is all about. I open the door. They all put their hand up.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, the person that lived here,
somebody's been feeding.
They've been feeding, so I didn't. So what did they do? Then they went to the plum tree in the back. They climbed up the plum tree and
stripped it.
But they were getting a free handout, obviously, before I moved in there.
Well, that's how the guy kept him from eating his plums. Or she.
That
could well be.
I think that's it. Have a little something in the house for them. But, you don't know if they're going to bite you.
No, and they can, and they have a nasty, they've got a really bad bite. I mean, they can, I've seen a German Shepherd that got bit in the thigh by one, and it just about killed the dog.
There's a guy on YouTube, he's got a channel called Tito the Raccoon, and it's his pet raccoon, and they are funny. I mean, I've discovered that raccoons and ferrets are funny. They're playful, they're funny, and ferrets are illegal here in California.
Yeah.
Still haven't figured that one out yet. Bob, what's the reason?
Well, we have native ferrets.
He's going to tell us, see?
Yeah, no, we have native ferrets, but I think there's other ferrets that you can't have.
Because that'll disrupt the whole ecosystem?
Yeah, if they get loose, they'll just breed like crazy. Was it the black-footed ferret we've got
not a big ferret.
Black-faced ferret or something?
We're asking you. I don't know.
I've seen them up at the nursery running through the property and whatever, and they're really fun to watch. And I was surprised the first time I saw
They
one.
make good pets. You get one that's domesticated. They make good pets.
I think a raccoon would be a fun pet.
I have kind of a horror story about them that I'll tell you off the
Oh, we
air.
can't talk about it on the air, huh?
No, just because the person that it happened to might not want.
Okay, that's fine.
But, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So remember, they are still wild animals.
Exactly. They are still wild animals.
Yeah, and raccoons. My aunt had a pet skunk when she was a kid.
Was it
Yeah, it was descented or whatever.
Descented. My mother had one as a kid too.
Yeah.
Made a good pet. It is break time. We're going to take a break. Step aside as we approach 30 minutes after the hour. What scares you? What don't you like about gardening? Being outside. Let us know on Facebook. We've had a few answers so far. It is Bob Breedmiller sitting in for John Bagnasco. I'm Brian Main, Tiger Palafox. Garden America taking a break. Coming right back. Stay with us.
Sometimes business owners and entrepreneurs don't follow a traditional schedule. Well, that's where Biz TV's Biz Club can work for you on your time. For only $5.95 a month, you can have over 200 hours of our fresh, original content on demand, anywhere, anytime. And with our search feature, you can quickly and easily find the topic or show you're looking for in seconds. Sign up today and see what you've been missing. Free for 7 days. Join the Biz Club. It's Biz TV on your time.
And now, a page from the Diary of Flo.
Dear Diary, the ghost is back. This house is protected through Progressive, but that doesn't mean it's not haunted. How else would you explain that radiator-like clanking sound? Or the moon-colored light in the hallway that's gone by morning? Maybe he never bundled home and auto, and he's doomed to suffer an eternity without the savings.
Save an average of 17% on car insurance when you bundle home and auto through Progressive.
What was that wind-like sound? Oh, right, the wind.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for under $30,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet under $30,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait.
Call 800-605-5370. 800-605-5370. Call 800-605-5370.
We paid less for our Craftmatic today than we did 20 years ago.
If you're still searching for the perfect solution to a good night's sleep, call now for prices and free information on today's Craftmatic adjustable beds. And then decide when you see how little they cost. Rated #1 by consumers nationwide on consumeraffairs.com. Craftmatic beds come in all mattress types, including cool gel memory foam for up to 50% less than today's leading memory foam brand. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, poor circulation, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. You'll sleep better in a Craftmatic adjustable bed. So if you're still searching for the perfect solution to a good night's sleep, call now for prices and information. And then decide when you see how little they cost. Discover Craftmatic for less, up to 50% less than today's leading memory foam brand.
Call 1-800-316-5271. That's 1-800-316-5271. 1-800-316-5271. Call now.
Do you have a car, truck, van, or SUV you're not using? You can donate your unwanted vehicle to Patriotic Hearts to help our veterans, and you'll get a tax deduction for your donation. In today's troubled world, our USA Armed Forces stand ready to protect you, your family, and our American way of life. When veterans return to civilian life, they deserve your recognition and support. You can help put vets to work by donating your car, truck, van, or SUV to Patriotic Hearts. Your donation will directly support programs to help vets find jobs or even start their own business. Donate today for fast, free pickup of your vehicle, running or not. Operators are standing by to answer questions about making a tax-deductible vehicle donation. Call 800-330-2462 for 24-hour response. Again, 800-330-2462. 800-330-2462.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-935-0752 now and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you a copy of The #1 Mistakes Retirees Are Making with Their Investments Today and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-935-0752. That's 800-935-0752. Employees of J.D. Mellberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
Watch some of your favorite shows on Biz TV. Check to see if you get Biz TV by going to biztv.com. And now, back to Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or john@gardenamerica.com.
And today, John at Garden America will do you no good. John is off today. Bob Riedmiller's here. Bob doesn't give us his email account, so we're not going to talk about that.
I'll give you his phone number, though.
Yeah, we'll give you his home phone number. And let's see, we've got some people who have, let's see, on Facebook have told us they don't like rattlesnakes, they don't like bugs that are as big as hummingbirds, raccoons,
looking in the window while they're eating
things like that. I don't like insects that I can see their facial expressions. I don't like anything that says insect crossing.
You know what? On that line of insects that you can see their faces, what creeps me out? Praying mantises.
Why?
Look at the face.
No way. They're cool.
They are cool, but they look at you. It's like an alien.
Well, it is an alien, and I'll tell you, if you're another insect, you don't want to be attacked by a praying mantis. They just eat you alive.
Oh yeah. They start with the head usually.
So what do they do? What are they good for? Everything has a purpose. What?
They eat bugs.
Yeah.
I guess that. Yeah, insect control.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, praying mantis are good because they eat bugs, and they eat a lot of varieties of bugs. I mean, I've even heard stories of them eating small rodent things.
Yeah, little lizards and things like that.
So, they're population control. I mean, there's always got to be that balance out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everything has something that it eats and something that it feeds.
Yeah.
Which is why we shouldn't be killing so many sharks.
Yeah.
Back to the sharks again.
Wait, real quick. I was listening to the comedian Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah, I watch his podcast.
He was talking about how if like dolphins are really smart.
Yeah.
And because he's like, a dolphin will come up to a fishing boat and just look at you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're fishing. Like, you're putting stuff in the water to try to catch fish, but you never catch a dolphin.
Right.
You don't ever catch a dolphin on a fish hook, right?
That's true.
They get caught in nets and they get caught those ways, but you never catch a dolphin by accident, right? It never happens.
I never thought about that, but you're right.
But then he's like, people, on the other hand, dolphins are smarter than people. If there was a cheeseburger going down the street, you would definitely at least once a week catch somebody going after that cheeseburger. Even though that guy's like, I might not, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You would definitely catch a person.
And you know what? Dolphins have protected people from sharks.
Yeah.
I read stories and accounts where they'll get, in between.
Yeah.
And the diver's like, I didn't know why this dolphin kept nudging me or whatever. And look, and there's a shark. Yeah, they're very smart. And they love boats. When you're out there, they'll swim right alongside you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Put on a little show.
There was a picture, I don't know if you saw it the other day, about the orca swimming with some dolphins.
Oh, really?
Which is apparently very unusual.
Well, an orca is a dolphin.
Yeah, exactly.
Species.
So, but I guess they're still not the best of friends if need be.
No.
They're still
I don't
a
think
snack.
orca has many friends.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, but it was right there just jumping through the waves.
But they're very smart. You talked about the seal on the iceberg and what they were doing. They figure things out. They plan. They're like crows. Crows are one of the smartest animals on this planet. They use tools.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of experiments with them. They're very smart.
And think about it. Those are actually dinosaurs.
But crows?
Yeah. Dinosaurs evolved into birds.
Well, the whole bird dinosaur theory, yeah. But in terms of how smart they are?
I know, but imagine if they were like 6 feet tall.
Wouldn't it? Well, imagine here.
We would be getting hunted by them.
Give a dolphin a thumb or a crow a thumb, and we're out of business.
We're out. Yeah.
That's the thing that keeps the separation.
They just recently found these monkeys the capuchin monkeys that are using stone tools. And they've never seen that anyplace before. And they're using stones to crack open these palm nuts. And they'll go and get the rock that's just the right size. And they sit there and they beat the crap out of the palm nut.
Until it opens up.
Until it opens, and then there they go.
And, of course, that's passed down from generation to generation to generation.
But they learned it at some point, and they had not up until recently. So they're coming for us.
Yep.
People tuning in for the first time, This is a nice animal show.
Yeah.
I like this show. They talk
What's it
about
called?
dolphins.
I did mention palm
What's it
nuts.
called? Garden in America.
Yeah, they talk about all these nice little animals, things like that. So let's see. Today, what are you doing today, Bob, after the show?
Well, I guess I'm doing a podcast for the first time.
You are doing that's good. That's the right answer.
Which is very interesting, and talking about orchids, which is a good thing.
Yes,
because,
talking about orchids, and it will be on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
If you want to watch the podcast.
And after that, I have no idea. Probably going to be doing some genealogy work. I've got a cousin, actually second cousin up in Washington. She was actually my dad's cousin, but she and I are the same age. And so we grew up as partners in crime back in New
About
Jersey.
that, huh?
And so we're talking and swapping photos back and forth about some of the Norwegian family that she's got photos of and I've got photos of, and so we're swapping back and forth.
I imagine, Tiger, you're out and about or not?
Yeah, I've got yard work to do today, and
Gonna wear his Cujos.
I'm going to wear my Cujos, and I'm going to entertain the children for a little while, play in the swimming pool.
That's good.
And then we have a 20-year high school reunion to go to for my wife this afternoon.
Now let me fill you in on this. This is your high school?
This is my wife's.
Oh well,
Yeah.
not as dramatic, but
No.
but here's what you'll find out. There'll be people you'll recognize immediately. Look the same, just a little older, and others you'll have no idea
Who they are.
And you'll be amazed. And then once you find out who they are, maybe there's a name tag, you'll start to see the resemblance of, okay, now I'm starting to see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. You either recognize them or you don't.
Yeah.
But that'll be for your wife to.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting. But I also live in the era too where it's different because a lot of these people you're friends with social media on. So you've already up to date with. You're already up to date with.
Well, when
a lot
I graduated,
of these
there was no Facebook.
No.
I had to catch up with people, and then it's so funny. The last reunion I went to, I looked around. And I said, "How come everyone's parents are here?"
Yeah.
Because it was like,
What year did you graduate?
Really, you want to know that?
Yeah.
1974.
Okay. Yeah, because I graduated in 71.
Oh, so I would have been a sophomore when you would have been a senior.
Yeah. And same thing. And we didn't have social media or anything.
I don't know
like
how do they ever really put together reunions before social media?
A lot of effort.
Yeah, a lot of effort to track people down.
It's called sending mail by
exactly.
the post office.
Yeah, but to get a hold of these people, to find out where they are.
It was a job. Yeah, really. I know in our class there were quite a few people that were like on the missing list. It's like if anybody knows where this person is.
And another sad thing too about reunions, they always have usually like a
who's not with us anymore.
Yeah, who's passed away. There was a little table with candles last time I went to my reunion, and some people you knew about, others surprised you. This person lived to be 30, 31, 32.
I was curious when you graduated to find out how many you've been to, because I've been to, I think it was our 40th that we had. And,
wow.
They're getting further and further out.
Yeah.
And smaller and less organized too. They're becoming more like, let's all meet at Holiday Park in Carlsbad and we'll have a big picnic.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's gotten down to. I've seen it on Facebook because our school has a page, and it becomes like, why don't we just meet at so-and-so and, for a couple of hours. And
forget the dressing up and the fancy food
stuff.
and everything, and bring all the kids and the grandkids and sometimes the great-grandkids.
I think I'm done going to reunions.
It's
I don't really, what am I going to?
I keep in touch with a handful of my best
That's it.
buds, and and that's it. So
You went to high school where, Tiger?
Lakeside.
Lakeside.
El Capitan.
Really? Oh, El Cap, huh?
Yeah. And then the reunion we're going to tonight is for West Hills, which was in Santee.
Santee. I used to live a mile from West Hills High School back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I know exactly. In fact, my roommate was a soccer coach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. West Hills. It looks like a new school though.
It was new compared to the other schools.
Comparatively speaking, sure.
But it's funny is whenever we go to, and it's not just reunions, but these social gatherings, I'm usually a really easy person for small talk because instantly somebody talks about you own a nursery, landscaping.
Yeah. What do you
all
do?
this stuff. They love to ask questions about plants.
Right, of course.
They I got this, and hey,
it's like meeting a doctor. Oh, doctor, I've got this pain right here.
So it's fun, but I'm definitely already anticipating a lot of like little plant questions and yard questions and things like that because it's always the initial. When somebody's like, oh yeah, I'm a
brain surgeon.
Not so much questions, but plants people love to ask questions.
It is amazing. Speaking of that, when you find out later on in life what certain people did, I knew this guy that had hair down to his knees, he, pot smoking, drinking, nice guy, but nothing that we all weren't doing back then, right?
Yeah.
Turns out he's a very successful attorney.
Yeah.
Went on to become, somebody else went on to become a doctor. And you think to yourself, so-and-so became a doctor?
Yeah, it's just a matter of
never
going.
Saw that. It's finding yourself.
Going through what you have to get to where you're going.
And a lot of people don't, in high school, they don't necessarily talk about what they might be doing in life or what they want to do.
Yep.
But it's always interesting.
Yeah, I get the questions too, like you're saying about anything plant related. You get grilled, and it's interesting to find out how many people don't know stuff about plants.
Right.
And it puts you on that center stage where you get to tell them how brilliant you are.
Exactly. It is break time. We've got one more segment coming up, and then after the show, the podcast will follow here on Garden America. Stay with us.
Mosquitoes can transmit deadly diseases including Zika and West Nile virus, but Summit mosquito dunks kill mosquitoes before they're old enough to bite. Just float an organic mosquito dunk in ponds, bird baths, rain barrels, and any standing water to kill mosquito larvae for 30 days or longer. Don't worry, mosquito dunks won't harm people, pets, fish, or wildlife. Mosquito dunks are available at fine garden centers, hardware stores, and online retailers. Visit SummitResponsibleSolutions.com.
Looking for a safe and natural organic fertilizer for your yard and garden? Fertilome is now offering natural and organic fertilizers for all your fertilizing needs. Roses, flowers, vegetables, herbs, fruit trees, palms, and more. Natural Guard organic fertilizers are a certified listed product for organic use and safe to use around your family and pets. Always read the label and ask for Natural Guard by Fertilome Organic Fertilizers at Dixie Line Lumber or your favorite independent nursery. Make your piece of the planet a healthier place to live by using Natural Guard by Fertilome.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Life insurance will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-915-9658. 800-915-9658. 800-915-9658. That's 800-915-9658. Do you have an old car sitting in your driveway? How would you like to learn a hassle-free way to get rid of it, help kids in need, and get a great tax donation in the process? It's real easy. One simple free call to our car donation hotline is all it takes. Call the Neshama Foundation at 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723. We'll come pick your car up for free and give you a tax donation for the full value of the car, running or not. The value of your unwanted car will go to help kids in need. It's fast and easy. Just call us and your car will be gone and on its way to helping children in 48 hours. And you get a nice tax deduction. Call the Neshama Foundation now to get rid of your car, help kids, and get a tax write-off. Call 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723. That's 800-721-6723.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-217-5107. 800-217-5107. 800-217-5107. That's 800-217-5107.
Does your water stain and damage your fixtures? Does it smell or taste bad? Are you worried about what's in your water? Water quality should not be painful and worrisome. Get HydroCare water systems from Wave Home Solutions with the most advanced purification technologies. Call Wave Home Solutions today at 1-888-989-WAVE or go to wavewater411.com. HydroCare will eliminate limescale that causes hundreds of dollars in damage to pipes and appliances without using salt. Well water will no longer smell or stain your fixtures. City water will be purified of harmful chlorine, lead, arsenic, and chemicals. Wave Home Solutions provides the cleanest, healthiest water at every faucet. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, call 1-888-989-WAVE, 1-888-989-WAVE, or go to wavewater411.com.
From Main Street to Wall Street, we have the business content you need. So sit back, take notes, and tell your friends about Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America radio show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
And how about that? Almost 2 hours in the books. This is the final segment on this Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, depending upon where you are. 855-424-9825. Want to give us a call? Facebook Live, still the best way to get a hold of us. Hey, after the show today, we mentioned we're going to be doing a podcast. You're welcome to stick around for that. Facebook Live only. At this point in time, we're going to be talking about orchids since Bob is here. And then, of course, next week, hopefully on Monday, I will upload the podcast onto our iHeartMedia site, and you can listen to the podcast. And by the way, we do have a YouTube channel now. I guess we're getting about 1 to 2 subscribers per day. Let's see if we can up that. Let's get to 1,000 quickly. Yeah. Subscribe to YouTube. It's Garden America Radio, I believe, is the YouTube channel, right?
And this fall, we're going to be uploading some more how-to videos and things like that that'll help people go to that and get answers.
Right.
And,
so
focus on some things that we can dive into detail on.
Yeah, so tell your friends, your family, subscribe to us here at Garden America. So you can watch any old show on Facebook Live. You can listen to an archive show on Biz Talk Radio. You can listen to all the old archived podcasts. Yeah. And you can also watch and hear all the shows on YouTube.
That's great.
Wherever you turn, there we are.
Yeah.
You're everywhere. I remember when we were nowhere.
We were nowhere, yeah. I said, where are you, Bob? He goes, I'm nowhere.
I'm nowhere.
Where I am. So, we've got a few minutes here, about 8 minutes till the top of the hour. News coming up on Biz Talk Radio after the show on many affiliates. Until then, we'll try to fill some time.
I didn't understand or didn't realize that the podcasts are live when you do them.
Yes. Well, we've made them live now on Facebook. Okay. We were recording them and then uploading them, and now we're putting them on Facebook Live as they happen, and then I also upload so you can still go back and listen if you want to.
Okay, interesting.
Lots of good info.
Yeah, that's...
but that's all I got right now.
Yeah. You know,
that's all I got.
The YouTube videos you can get so much info from, and there's
yeah.
no reason we shouldn't be doing it as well.
And like Tiger said, soon to come some how-to videos.
And you can go into more in depth, whereas on the show now, we weren't today.
No, we're everywhere.
But you can be stopped by calls and things coming in, and you wind up going off subject.
So the podcast, we stay on subject.
Yeah.
So today it's everything you've ever wanted to know about orchids.
Yeah.
By Bob Reedmiller.
Well, I'm not an orchid expert, but I've worked with them for quite a few years, and worked with a grower. And so I do have some background behind me. So.
Yeah, well, enough to get us a good podcast and some information, if that's what you're looking for.
Well, it's funny. I've kind of gotten pigeonholed into cactus and succulents because of working at Altman's for so long. But I've been messing with all kinds of plants for a long time, and orchids and like I said, the staghorn ferns. And some of the neat tropicals like plumeria, which are succulents just by default. But
no other category for it. Let's throw it in here.
Yeah. But those things are just those are my first loves, you know. And there's certain flowers that are still my favorites, you know, like iris.
Yeah.
Big old bearded iris, and especially the yellows and the browns and the golds.
What about the goateed iris?
Goateed? Nah.
You like the bearded, right?
That was in the 60s and the bongos, you know.
The bongos.
Do you have a potted plant that's your favorite plant?
I have no living plants in my apartment.
No?
Now, that surprises me. No living plants.
Well, remember, I did have the grafted tomatoes on my balcony for a long time.
Right.
But then the association...
Police...
didn't like the chains holding up the tomatoes and this and that, and I had to stop this and don't do that and don't do this. And I had actually made these water things to sit under the big pots that would have a pipe coming out of them so that I could drain it off the upstairs
into
patio.
The drain or something.
Into the landscaping instead of onto my neighbor's patio down below. Because I didn't do that at first, and she came running up to the apartment going, "You're making a mess down here." And it was splattering stuff everywhere.
That's a shame.
So I did that, and it worked great. It was just a terrific invention I came up with.
Yeah.
And then they started yanking at me about
cranking down.
They can't have the pipes sticking out, and it's like, all right, forget it. You know, tomatoes don't belong on an apartment balcony.
You know, I kind of went through that for a while. I fought them, and I said, look, you know, everything that you're talking about is making the area or the landscaping around here look better than it is now.
Yeah.
I said, as long as people take care of their plants, I can understand why you don't want dead plants and it looking bad. And they relented, you know, as long as we have little saucers underneath the plants for the top of the patio wall, things like that. So I'm good about that. But, you know, you walk through, like Tiger saw, you got to get through. I'm a jungle back there. You got to make I'm surprised we got that veggie pot out of there.
Yeah.
We had to move so many things. But you know what? I like it. I like having kind of a jungle type.
Absolutely.
You know, atmosphere with and I don't think I have two of the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's just all different a la carte things I've got.
It's nice. And go sit out there with a glass of wine at night and, you know,
right,
just relax in the good old San Diego.
Are you a wine drinker, Tiger?
Not really. No.
I'm not, yeah.
No, I'll drink beer and whiskey, but
beer and whiskey.
Wine is not my favorite.
Beer and whiskey.
Yeah.
Shots of Jack Daniels. Never. I can't imagine seeing him tipsy.
I can.
Can you?
Yeah. And I think he'd be a whole blast too.
He's a blast anyway. So we got a few minutes here to wrap things up. Hey, let's talk about the trip again. Tiger coming up in 2020, May into June. Where are we going?
We're going to Slovenia, Prague. Where else was it?
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Yeah,
that's Prague. Yeah.
We're going to try to get into Austria, I think. We're going to try, right?
You know what is really neat about this trip is that even if you want to extend or come early, there's a lot of areas close by. You know, there's Croatia. There's just so much right there that it would be easy for you to, you know, even if you extended it by 3 or 4 days,
right,
you can see a lot of other things too.
Yeah, I say go to a map to see, like you said.
Yeah.
Germany's right there.
You've
got Hungary, all these countries, and you're going to, wow, we're going to be right there?
Right. And so, you know, great trip, good itinerary right now. International Wildflower Expo. We've got a few, you know, private gardens. We've got a few public gardens. We have a music festival. You know, obviously there's going to be some great restaurants and
oh my gosh,
food to be tried. And you know, it sounds like it's going to be a beautiful
Earthbound Expeditions. Matthew Brumley, great job.
Always excellent, and you know, unique. This is going to be very different from anybody coming from the U.S. because where we're going to be is very different than where we come from. So
not a place you would think of as the flower mecca to go to,
right?
And it's a whole different reason. Wildflowers. I mean, how terrific!
Details and information, go to gardenamerica.com. The itinerary is right there. You can see exactly where we're going, what we're going to be doing, the cost, so on and so forth. And again, that's coming up next year. It's going to be end of May, early June. Hey, thank you for joining us. Been a great day. We're going to do a podcast coming up next, live on Facebook, so stay with us. Going to be talking about orchids. For the entire crew, I want to thank Brandon, our director and studio coordinator, Bob Reed-Miller, Tiger Palafox. I'm Brian Main. Stay with us for the podcast coming up momentarily. Until then, have a great week and get growing, America. Take care.
Listen